Hello, Jessie here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you 5 questions you should ask a real estate agent if you're thinking to hire them. So I actually got this video idea from Mr. Javier Valdon. I will leave his video below. I like his 5 questions, although after I watched it, I thought I'd ask 5 different questions. So here are my questions. Who do you typically represent? You want to know, are you talking to a realtor who typically handles listings, or are you talking to a realtor who typically handles buyers? So a listing agent, just real quickly, is the agent who works with the seller. They list the property, marketing, market value, all of that. And a buyer's agent is the one that is sending you properties, meeting you at the property, helping you draft your offer, and submitting it over to the seller. So they handle 2 different spectrums. They are not generally going to be the same agent. That's a different video. But you want to know, who do they typically work with? Now, a realtor can work with both, but you may find that some listing agents want nothing to do with buyers. They only want to work with sellers. And so if they have a buyer, they're going to send them over to another team member who is going to be the buyer's agent. So this is just a qualifying question. Who are you talking to? From there, you want to know, what is their specialty? Do they have a specialty? Agents who just take anything on every side of town, every which way, rarely become specialists in anything. You may find that the realtor you're talking to is a specialist in on this subdivision. They're a new home specialist. They are farm and ranch specialists. They are a first-time homebuyer specialist. Who are you speaking to? This is going to be important based on what kind of transaction you're looking for. So my third one is, can they help you with what your problem is, with what you're needing help with? Maybe you are a unique scenario. Maybe you are moving from one side of the country to the other, and you need an agent who is comfortable with these kind of time frames, who's comfortable looking at properties for you when you're not there. Maybe you have special needs with your property requirements. Maybe you are a seller who has acreage and you want to work with a farm and ranch, or it's very unique with horses, something along those lines. So you may have a unique scenario and you want to know that the person you're working with is somebody who can actually help you with that scenario. My 4th question is, how do they handle conflict? So in Javier's video, he mentions how do they negotiate, but you may end up with a conflict before you ever make it to negotiations. So how do they handle any kind of conflict? Now, real estate agents are not lawyers, they are not mediators, but there are going to be bumps in the road in a real estate transaction. It's just it's the nature of it is emotional, it's stressful, there's a lot of moving parts. How do they handle conflict? Maybe what's an example of the last type of conflict that you had and how you worked through it? Because as much as we want to feel like we are just going to be the perfect experience, it's just not going to happen that way. And my 5th question is, what is their preferred method of communication? And the reason why I ask this is, you may be the kind of client who wants you to pick up the phone. You better call me on this, or meet me in person, or you know what? I don't want to get on the phone. Send me a text message. Send me a text message any time of day, that type of thing. So you want to know, what is their preferred method of communication? Because if they're not somebody who is going to communicate with you in the way that you like to communicate, then there's going to be some big roadblocks there. Now, you're not going to find an agent around who's going to say that they're not a good communicator, okay? They're good. They're great at everything. In your conversation with them, hopefully using Javier's questions and using my questions, you can get to this bonus question of, do they have comprehension skills? Comprehension skills are so essential when it comes to real estate. It does not matter if an agent is going to respond to your voicemail or your call or your email immediately if they never even got the point of why you called to begin with. So comprehension is essential. See if through your course, through your conversation with the agent, if they have the skills needed to work with you. You have to understand that you get to make the decision on who you hire and who's going to represent your interest. And it's important. This is a big decision for you. So those are my 5 suggestions on the questions I would ask a potential real estate agent. I encourage you to go watch Javier's video. I thought he did a great job, and I look forward to the next one. I do plan to come out with a couple more videos. One of them is 5 questions to ask your listing agent and 5 questions to ask a buyer's agent. So have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye.